On this edition of the Koffers, let's play with some balls. Alright, so last week, while I was in Little Tokyo in Los Angeles, California, picking up that shining in chrome Godzilla -1 figure from the great business that is Anime Jungle, I was perusing around the rest of the Little Tokyo district and walked into the official Bandai Gashapon store, which is located just right outside of where, well, Anime Jungle is. So, perusing around a little bit, I saw that they had the Shin Japan Heroes Universe Gachapons on the last chance list, which means that they're going bye-bye. So, after spending $8, I got balls. These two balls, to be precise. Now, I haven't opened them yet, and that's what we're going to do. Check out what we get for my $8. So, let's crack these bad boys open. So, of course, I'm going to start with my blue balls because, well, there's some fun stuff looking in there. So, for those who don't know, Gachapons are pretty much these tiny little capsule toys that you pretty much put coins into a dispenser and they drop on out. I did one video on it already back at the LA Comic-Con, and I got a tiny little Godzilla acrylic poster out of it. So, these are different. These are actual toys. Little toys, and they're actually more reminiscent of the kind of the garbage you get out of the vending machines at your local Ralph's back in the 80s and 90s. I mean, if you were around in that time, most famous would be those little homie figures. But in Japan, much bigger deal. They love their Gachapons, and there's a lot of cool collectibles that can be had in them. So let's crack this bad boy open and see what lies inside. Finally. So herein lies the contents of the ball. So for $4, you get 4 technically figures. And then it comes with this guy that tells you how to collect them all. So for those who don't know or haven't been on the up and up, Shin Japan Heroes Universe is Hideki Anno's loosely connected merchandising line for all the stuff he's been involved with in the last few years. So Shin Godzilla, Shin Ultraman, Shin Kamen Rider, and Evangelion. And yeah, it's been a bit of a merchandising boom for the guy. So here is what is in the line. So these are the figures, but according to the ball, they don't match up. So you have to buy a bunch of balls in order to get the whole line. But you do get 4 of these little figures per ball. I'm saying balls a lot, but that's what we're doing. We're playing with our balls. So first up, it looks like we got ourselves a Shin Kamen Rider with this cool little coat. Now these guys are about 2 inches tall. They're quite tiny. I mean, you had to fit them all in the ball. But they are surprisingly detailed for just a piece of molded plastic. I mean, there is detailing in there. And if you wanted, you could probably paint these and give them a lot more detail. But that is not what I do. I'm just here to collect and review. So there's Shin. And then we got from Shin Ultraman, Shin Gabara. Looks like he just wants to give you a great big hug, doesn't he? As you can see the detailing there. Big happy flower. And then we got Shin Godzilla's second form. It is technically his second form because the first form is just that wacky tail thing at the beginning of the movie. So this is the one that goes on the rampage, like a little Kermit the Frog looking dude. So, got a Godzilla out of that. Pretty happy. And then they all come with these little plaque looking things. And this one right here is Shin Kamen Rider. I have no idea what the point of these are. I don't even know how you would display these. There's the back. Seriously, like, what are these for? What do you do with them? I know you can make the argument for, like, what are you going to do with tiny little figures, but at least these hold some purpose. So that is the quartet in the set. Let's open up my pink ball. There we go. Number net. All right, here's the content of the second ball, the pink ball. So there are four, as you saw from the little pamphlet, there are four colors. So there's white, red, blue, and yellow. So I got blue and red. There is a white and yellow, but I didn't want to spend the money because, well, honestly, what am I going to do with these guys other than, I mean, come on, these are destined to get lost in the shuffle somewhere. But that's besides the point. Let's look at the fun of it all. So what we got here? We got a Unit 1. Again, cool. It's pretty detailed. Pretty nice, pretty nice. Not gonna complain. I kind of dig that. So we got our first Evangelion figure in the lot. And then we got Naranga, Shin Ultraman. This little antennae, and reused body of the Baragon suit. Once again, even though he was completely CG in the movie. Again, it looks like he just wants to give you a great big hug, doesn't he? And then next on the list is Shin Kamen Rider's motorcycle. Look at that. Yeah, get all that in there. And then what is the plaque on this one? Well, it's Unit 1. Again, I have no idea what you're supposed to do with this thing. Seriously, like, what is the point? What is the purpose? This feels like they had leftover plastic, so let's stamp and then just throw it in there because we already given you 3 figures. Weird. Alright, in total, we do have at least something representing all 4 of the franchises. We got our Ultramans, we got our Shin Kamen Riders, we got our Evangelions, and we got our Shin Godzilla. There you go. So there are more figures in this line, as you saw in the pamphlet. So there's a couple more units. I don't have a Shin Ultraman. I don't have the final form of Shin Godzilla. And I don't know. Because, well, they're Gashapon. They're meant to be fun. They're meant for trading. That's the whole point. I honestly don't know what I'm going to do with these guys other than, you know, maybe give them as party gifts or something. But they're pretty cool. I do love Gashapons in general. Sometimes you get some really high quality stuff, and then every once in a while, you get fun little things like these. Well, there you have it. That is this unboxing of Gashapon balls. I hope you enjoyed this ball-tastic video. It's just an excuse for me to say balls a lot because I'm a giant man-child. If you like what you see here, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like downloading, well, you can stream us wherever you get your finer podcasts. And that includes all of our shows, including the main show, The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast, our sister show, Common Kaisers, and our various other spin-offs like The Rundown, where we're talking about Gamera. And if you like what you see here, please, asking. If you want, you could give us a like, a click, a subscribe. Because we've been enjoying the feedback. We've been having fun doing these. And if you want to follow us online, we are on X at the Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. No, Let me repeat that. We're on X at The Kaiju Kingdom, Instagram at The Kaiju Kingdom, and Facebook.com/The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. And that will wrap it up for this tiny little episode of The Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.